So this is a tutorial on how to do a sum-if calculation to be able to total up all the different line items in your estimate that you come up with into their own individual buckets. So concrete, masonry, metals. So you'll be adding up maybe, I don't know, 10 to 20 items, depending on the line item, maybe 5, and putting them into these buckets. And we're going to organize them by material, labor, subcontractor, equipment costs, and then total. So to create a sum-if formula, you're going to click in the cell. You're going to hit equals sum-if, and then you will open the parentheses. The first thing it refers to is the range. So the range is, where am I looking for this piece of information? Okay, so there's range and sum range. So range is, where am I looking for a specific code? The coding we're going to use is the section code, which is the same as the CSI codes. So that's what we're going to be looking for. So the range that we're searching for is in our estimate sheet. And we're going to be looking in the far column, the far left column, which is AA. Now, if we always want to look in column AA, we're going to have to put our dollar signs around it. Then we're going to put a comma. The second thing is the criteria. So the criteria means, okay, I'm going to go look in that column. And once I find it, what am I going to pull back? So you go back to the summary tab and we say, well, I want you to find, for this specific one, I want you to find this 02. Okay. And for this, I'm going to lock in the B, but not the 7. And we'll go back to why that works in a minute. Then I'm going to put a comma. Then it says sum range. Okay, well, for this, I want to be able to pull back the material costs associated with section 020000. So when I go back to my estimate, I want to be able to pull my material costs, which is this material total column here, which is everything in column H. And I am not going to lock those in with a dollar sign. I'm going to close my parentheses and hit enter. Now, the answer I would expect for this is to be 00, okay, because it's looking for this code 020000. And so I don't have anything in my estimate sheet that's coded that way. But when you hover over the bottom of this cell and you get this little black crosshair, you can then drag it down to copy the formula into concrete. So if I double click on this, it's going to show me that now it's looking for division 030000. And if I go back and look at my estimate, it in fact is finding that division and pulling back $14,300 for the material total. Now, as you move this across, you can hit Control C and then Control V for the formula, but you need to pay attention to what changes. So when you double click on it, it will show you some of the information that it's using. So it shows you that in the estimate sheet, which is down here, it's looking at AA. On our summary sheet here, it's looking at B7, which is good. We still want that. And then the range that it's summing is II. So if I go look at my estimate sheet and II, I'm looking for labor. So let's see if that matches up. So here's II and it doesn't. Okay, so under column I is the labor unit. So I need that instead to be K. So I will go back and change this to K:K. And then when I hit enter, nothing should happen for that cell because there's no division 2. And when I drag it down, you'll see that I've got $3,600 coming in from concrete, which is the only thing I have on this side. And if you look, column KK, the labor total is $3,600. So you're going to continue to use those formulas once they're good to copy them throughout all the different categories and the totals. And that's how you'll use the sum-if feature.